whoever provokes him to anger sins against his own life. 1960, early hours of the morning misty. At the window, his cross in hand, the Abba observes a plane departing swiftly. Hands muffled, quiet prayers break the silent corridor. Gathering his garments in his free hand, raising his knees from the floor. His eyes usually complacent, regretfully drop a tear. Pain he already feels, the drama to unfold, not yet revealed. Illuminated emperor, already en route to Brazil. When a rumor begins to spread, the Queen Empress is taken ill. Statesmen, officials, friends, and family quietly gather in the flower gardens and courtyards surrounding the massive palace. In complete awe and amazement, they stare in shock and wonder as they're arrested, chained, and shackled by Jermaine Nue and his brother, governor of the southern Sadamo province region. They cast their gaze upon these noblemen, wondering if their eyes deceive them. Unaware the Imperial Army and Air Force had gotten wind, informed in secret, greatly displeased with the recent events. Had the palace outskirts surrounded and rapidly closing in, demanding the prisoners' release and that the traitors surrender. From somewhere inside the palace, a gunshot rips the air. A woman screams, wiping the blood from her face and matted hair. Sobbing uncontrollably, she crouches over her husband's body. As she looks up, the devil shoot another member of her party, ensuring the soldiers, if they don't back up, more officials will die. In the ensuing negotiations, somehow they slip away and hide. Outskirts of Addis Ababa, one commits suicide when a farmer spots the other two riding through the countryside. On himself, one turns his rifle, now a second one takes his life. The remaining two duly executed only after being tried. The four of them hung in public, 7 days and 7 nights. Bite the hand that feeds you, truth not told though he believed you. The window to your soul the king can see through, the root of evil. Walk in the road where the demons greet you. Spirit of treason embedded in my people. Word of the revolution reaches the travel party through the British embassy, and our benevolent monarch returns home on a Saturday eve. His persona is overshadowed, filled with sorrow and fatigue, as he prepares himself to deal with his son's animosity. Compassion in his eyes as he stares in disbelief at the body of Colonel Workner, stiff and hanging from a tree. In front of St. George's Cathedral, his purple blood stains the streets. Peasants pound their head on the pavement, showing their disapproval of things. Prince Casa bows respectively, kissing the father's feet, silently thanking the Almighty for the breath between his teeth. Jermaine's body flung on the steps of the palace for all to see, even in death symbolically submitting to the rule of his majesty, who's now been made aware of the cooperation of Imperial Police, how palace guards and security conspired in secrecy. Interrogations begin, spreading fear and uncertainty, and soon discussions of the attempted coup are banned officially. Remaining dignitaries regretful of their inability to thwart the conspiracy, avert their gazes shamefully. In reverence and humility, amazing graces they sing, an act of punishable impudence to look into the eyes of the king. Bite the hand that feeds you, truth not told though he believed you. The window to your soul the king can see through, the root of evil. Walk in the road where the demons greet you. Spirit of treason embedded in my people, may he reign. In a year more calm's restored and all agitators stay hushed, though outside the country among students discontent is discussed. Meanwhile in Lastman, an assembly of Eritreans vote to reunite the territory with Abyssinia. Shortly afterwards, the Eritrean Liberation Front is formed, in militant opposition to the union mentioned before. As years pass by, the rebellion grows in rapid escalation. His Highness blamed for famine and hunger, amongst other allegations. Throughout the southern provinces take place small peasant agitations. Simultaneously in the city, there are student demonstrations. The present mode of government in many's eyes is antiquated. Some claim at all costs they would do anything to change it. Sudan and neighboring Somalia at present suffer strained relations. Taxi drivers, students, and teachers strike against the administration. Mass mutiny of armed forces through radio communication. The first time in history, the Prime Minister gives resignation. Immediately, without orders, the territorial army and police begin arresting ministers. TV and radio are seized. By the summer of '74, the land is left virtually helpless. All leading aristocrats and close confidence now arrested. The television covered in pictures of the wallow famine, interspersed with royal banquets and luxurious extravagances. On September 12th, the morrow of the New Year's Day, the Negus is escorted to a Volkswagen and swept away. All this done with his knowledge and consent, or so they say, that if the people wanted change, he would not stand in their way. I've heard it say he turned into a lion and walked away, and others that we are unclear about his whereabouts to this day. Though allegations of his death are unfounded, this is clear, publicly stated by his family, Haile Selassie has disappeared.